بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أمن هو قانت آناء الليل ساجدا وقائما يحذر الآخرة ويرجو رحمة ربه قل هل يستوي الذي يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون إنما يتذكر أولو الألباب قل يا عبادي الذين آمنوا اتقوا ربكم للذين أحسنوا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وأرض الله واسعة إنما يوفى الصابرون أجرهم بغير حساب. Okay. Amman is the one who Amman is the one who. Apakah satu orang yang is the one who? Apakah satu orang? Huwa, dia. He. Huwa, he. Dia. Qanitun. Devotedly obedient. Apakah satu orang yang dia itu sangat taat, selalu taat. Selalu taat, obedient, obedient. Long periods, al-laili of the night, sepanjang malam. Sajidan, prostrating, sujud. Wa qa'iman, standing, berdiri. Okay. One verse, one phrase. Ini satu rangkap, satu rangkap. Boleh bahasa? Amman wa qanitun ana al-laili sajidan wa qa'iman. Apakah satu orang yang dia tu qanit, iaitu senantiasa taat. Ana al-laili, sepanjang malam. Sajidan, kadang-kadang sujud. Wa qa'imah, kadang-kadang berdiri. English. Amman, is he the one? There is is it the one? The one. He. He. Qanitun, devotedly obedient. Ana, during long periods. During periods, al-laili, of the night. That means during That means he wake up all during the night. Sajidan, sometimes prostrate, sujud. Wa qa'ima, and sometimes standing. That means Salatul Tahajjud. Is he a person who devotedly obedient during long hours of the night, prostrating and standing? That means doing Salatul Tahajjud. Okay, the second phrase. Why he is doing that? Yahdharul akhirah, because he fears in the hereafter. He fears in the hereafter. Rangkap kedua, yahdharul akhirah, kerana dia sangat takut kepada akhirat. Wa yarju rahmat rabbih, and he hopes the mercy from his Lord. Okay, the mercy, rahmat. Rahmat is the mercy of his Lord. Yahdharul akhirah Melayu, kerana dia takut pada akhirat. Wa yarju rahmat rabbih, dan dia sangat berharap rahmat Rabbnya. Rahmat pada Rabbnya, iaitu penciptanya. Tafsir. Yahdharul akhirah, he fears the hereafter. That means he fears the judgment day. He fears the judgment day. Wa yarju rahmat rabbih, and he hopes mercy from his Lord on the judgment day. Okay. Second meaning is second tafsir. Yahdharul akhirah, he is afraid of the akhirat. That means afraid of judgment. Wa yarju rahmat rabbih, and he hopes of mercy from Allah, from his Lord during dunya, in this dunya. He hopes he had mercy from Allah in this dunya, so that he can be a good person to be judged on the day after. Okay? And during the Salat Tahajjud, you can do dua. So anything that he hopes to have during this dunya, he can accomplish. There's also another meaning. So wa yarju rahmat rabbi, he hopes he had the mercy of Allah, of his Lord, the Creator, the one who created, to remove any of his misfortune, any needs of what he wants, including the knowledge of Islam, the Quran, Hadis, and so on, or he needs rizq, mercy from Allah during Salatul Tahajjud. Okay, so there are three jadi wayarju rahmat rabbih, three different tafsir. So either one. But the first part, yahdharul akhirah, he fears the akhirah. That means he fears the judgment day. That maybe he is afraid that he might fail the judgment day. So wayarju rahmat rabbih, and he hopes mercy from Allah, from his Lord on that judgment day. That's the first tafsir. The second tafsir, wayarju rahmat rabbih, he hopes mercy from his Lord during his time in dunya, so that he can learn, can be a better Muslim, and so on. So that what he fears in the hereafter, on the judgment day, he can he can get the mercy of Allah during judgment day. And then there is another meaning also, that during Salat Tahajjud, you can do dua. So anything that you want, you can makbul the dua in Salat Tahajjud, because Allah Ta'ala said, he come down from the come down. Let me see. He focus his he focus himself so that anybody who wanted to do dua, he is going to accept during 2/3 of the night. Okay. So 3 different meaning. Tafsir Melayu. Yahdharul akhirah, kerana dia takut pada hari akhirat, takut pada tak boleh jawab soalan, takut masuk neraka. Wa yarju rahmat rabbih, dan dia berharap rahmat Tuhannya, rahmat Rabbnya semasa perbicaraan di mahsyar. Satu tafsir. Tafsir yang kedua, wa yarju rahmat rabbih, dia berharap rahmat Rabbnya di dunia ni, supaya dia dapat belajar, dia dapat amal apa yang sepatut dia buat, supaya dia boleh jawab soalan-soalan di mahsyar. Okay. Yang ketiga, wa yarju rahmat rabbih, dia berharap rahmat Tuhannya, Rabbnya di dunia ni untuk dapat rezeki dan sebagainya. Lebih-lebih lagi dalam solat tahajud tu boleh baca doa untuk mohon rezeki dan lain-lain. Ajak apa-apa saja. Okay. So there is another word there, qaf lam ya. See? Wa yarju rahmata rabbih. Tengok ayat haji tidak tafsir Tuhannya. Ayat haji tafsir Rabbnya. Rabb ni pencipta, pengurus, pentadbir, pemilik. Orang Melayu ni suka terjemah sebagai Tuhannya. Dia terjemah betul-betul Rabb ni, Rabbi, Tuhannya, Rabbnya gitu. Okay. Kalau tengok, if you see after Rabbihi, there is a small word there, qaf lam ya. Have you noticed that? You see? So you can explain. Qaf lam ya means say. Say means you can explain, or you can bring other ayat for the tafsir. Say. So, cool. First phrase. Two phrases already. We studied 2 phrases already. Now this one is the third phrase. Ni rakab yang ketiga. Qul hal yastawil ladzina ya'lamuna. Say to the people, Muhammad. Say to all the people now, Muhammad. Now, Nabi SAW is dead, had died already. So this ayat goes to us. Those who learn the tafsir, say to them, tell them, ask them. Tell them, ask them, say to them anything. Or those of people who have studied the tafsir Quran, who knows about tafsir. Okay? Say to them, hal yastawil ladina. Is it the same? Is it the same? Is it equal? Alladina ya'lamun. Those people who know about Tawheed and Sunnah. Ya'lamun. Those people who know. Those who know what? Those who know Tawheed and Sunnah. Walladina la ya'lamun. And those who doesn't know Tawheed and Sunnah. Here it says ya'lamun means they know. Know what? Know Tawheed and Sunnah. Walladina la ya'lamun, and those people who doesn't know Tawheed and Sunnah. Is it the same? Is it the same? Allah asked. Definitely not the same. That means Are you going to follow those people who doesn't know anything about Tawhid and Sunnah? Are you going to follow them? No. Because those who knows about Tawhid and Sunnah is definitely better than those people who doesn't know Tawhid and Sunnah. Tafsir Melayu. Kul, beritahu pada mereka semua. Muhammad, dulu Nabi Muhammad. Sekarang ni Nabi sudah meninggal. Maka sekarang ni katakanlah wahai orang-orang ulama-ulama wahai ataupun orang-orang yang sudah belajar tafsir ni. Hal yastawil ladzina ya'lamun, adakah sama orang yang tahu tentang tauhid dan sunnah? Wal ladzina la ya'lamun, berbanding dengan orang yang tidak tahu tauhid dan sunnah. Mana berbanding? Adakah sama orang yang tahu tentang tauhid dan sunnah berbanding dengan orang yang tidak tahu tauhid dan sunnah? So there is another word there, another word also here. Also there is a qaf lam ya again. The fourth phrase. So you can explain a lot. You can bring out. Innama yatadhakkaru. Verily that yatadhakkaru, who receive the tazkirah or the understanding of the Quran and Sunnah. Nama yatadhakkaru, those who can receive this tazkirah, this teaching, this tazkirah, this teaching. Ulul albab. Those people who had those who have sorry. Innama yatadhakkaru. Sesungguhnya yang dapat ambil peringatan tentang tauhid dan sunnah ni ialah ulul albab, orang yang mempunyai akal yang waras. Innama yatadhakkaru, English. Innama yatadhakkaru, those people who can get this tazkirah, this knowledge. Ulul albab, those who have a very good brain. Those who have a very good brain. Ayat tafsir literally good brain. Ulul albab, good brain, that means they understand. Okay. Although all the people who have good brain, who can understand tauhid and sunnah, good brain. But the ahli bidah also knows about tauhid and sunnah, but they don't have the good brain to accept. Okay? So here it says, Innama yatadhakkaru, and indeed, only those people who can accept this tazkirah, ulul albab, who have a very good brain. Good brain. That means those people who cannot get this meaning doesn't have a good brain. My tafsir is very hard. I say it plainly, it's very simple. Okay? So, in the Arabic word, it means those people who understand very, okay? But if you know Arabic, it doesn't mean that way. Those people, ulul albab, those people who have a very good brain, who can understand the tazkirah. So Allah Ta'ala said, those people who can receive this tazkirah, this tazkirah, preaching, ulul albab, those people have very good brain, who will follow the tawhid. Once they know that is right, they will follow. But those people who doesn't have a good brain, they hear and they object. Okay? Tafsir Melayu. Innama yatadzakkaru, sesungguhnya dapat mengambil peringatan tentang Quran dan hadis ini ulul albab, orang-orang yang mempunyai akal yang waras. Maksudnya, sesiapa yang tak dapat, yang menolak Quran dan Sunnah ni tidak mempunyai akal yang waras. Tuan dia tak kira lah. Tak. Okay. Ayat number 10. Qul, say to them, O Muhammad. That means now, say to them, O ulama. Ya ibadilladzina amanu, O my servants. Ibadi ni my servant. Ibadi actually my slave. Ya ibadilladzina amanu, O my servant. Alladzina amanu, those who believe. Those who believe Tawhid and Sunnah. Those who believe, amanu means those who believe, amanu means Tawhid and Sunnah. They follow Tawhid, that means they don't do shirk. They follow Sunnah, they don't do bid'ah. Ittaqu rabbakum, you fear Allah. You fear your Lord. You fear your Lord. That means you must fear your Lord. You must fear your Lord. After you fear your Lord, you follow what is instructed to you from Quran and Sunnah. You follow. So, if you fear, many people fear, but the real fear is those people who knows Quran and Sunnah. So, ittaqu rabbakum, you fear your Lord. Because he can take action to you at any time. You have to fear him. And follow Tawhid and Sunnah means taqwa. Means taqwa. So if you say you are, no, in the Salat Jamaah, the Imam always say, ittaqullah, you fear Allah. They say, taqwalah pada Allah. Like that. No. Do you study? How to become taqwa? Taqwa means you follow. You fear. Why? Very simple. I give you, taqwa is one of the fundamentals of tafsir. It gives different meaning because there are many words. Many times it is repeated in the Quran, taqwa. So you have to really understand the meaning of taqwa. Okay? The first meaning, taqwa means fear. Taqwa means fear. Question. How can you fear if you don't know? Of course you don't fear. Like your baby. Your baby, she doesn't know anything. So she come here, and then trying to touch the electricity. So she doesn't fear of death because she doesn't know. Am I right? The electricity can kill you. Okay? Understand me now? So fear comes from knowing. You fear. If you don't know, you cannot fear. If you don't know that the tiger kills you, you don't fear the tiger. You might say it is a big cat only. Because you know that tiger kills you, so you fear it. Okay, that means ittaqu. So the first translation is fear. Why do you fear? Because you know. How do you know? The second question, the third question. How do you know? Because you learn. So if you say you learn what? Learn what? Tafsir and hadith. So ittaqullah means you fear Allah. Why? Because you know. You know what? You know tafsir Quran and Sunnah. So if you don't know, do you fear? No, of course you don't fear. So put it in the fundamentals of tafsir. Okay. I can do it. Okay. Very simple word. Taqwa, fear Allah. Because sometimes the people say taqwa, ittaqullah, you put your taqwa to Allah. Tawakkul in Arabic, tawakkul. So you put your tawakkul to Allah. In Malay we call taqwa, tawakkal. In Malay we call tawakkal. Arab call tawakkul. Malay call tawakkal. So sometimes I say tawakkal means tawakkul. Okay. Okay. So how can you do that? Yeah. The meaning of tawakkal is fear. The meaning is fear. So the question you must, I always teach like this. Why do you fear? Because you know. How do you know? Because you study. So how can you fear if you don't study? That means those people who doesn't study tafsir Quran and Hadith doesn't fear Allah because they don't know. Okay. They are saying that they fear Allah only. They don't really understand what is the meaning of fear. Tawakkul. Takwa, sorry, takwa. Taqwa, the end one is tawakkul. Tawakkal. Malay we call tawakkal, in Arabic we call tawakkul. Ittaqu rabbakum, you fear your Lord. Why do you fear your Lord? Because you know. Why do you know? Because you learn. Learn what? Learn tafsir and hadith. So if you don't learn tafsir and hadith, you don't really fear Allah as it should be. Okay. Second phrase. So I literally mean, so aneh. Tafsir Melayu, ittaqu rabbakum, takutlah kamu pada Rabb kamu. Macam mana takut? Takut datang daripada tahu. Tahu itu datang daripada mana? Tahu datang daripada belajar. Belajar apa? Belajar tafsir Quran dan hadis. Baru boleh tahu perintah-perintah Allah, larangan-larangannya, perintah-perintah Rasul, larangan-larangan Rasul dan sebagainya. Supaya kita dapat ikut. I literally mean, let's say, I repeat again the whole thing. Kuliah ibadilladina amanu. Say to them, all those people, those ulama who knows how to tafsir Quran and Hadith. Ya ibadilladina amanu, oh my servant. Alladina amanu, those who believe. Those who believe. Ittaqu rabbakum, you fear your Rabb. You fear your Rabb. Amanu means those people who believe. What are the characteristics of Amanu? Iman? Those people who have the Iman. That means those people who believe. Okay, what is the characteristic of belief here? Believe in Tawheed. Okay? And anti-shirik. Anti-shirik. Believes in Tawheed, anti-shirik. One person said to me last night, Amanu, maybe he do shirik. No, do shirik means musyrikin already. No more. You must steadfast hold this. The meaning of beriman. The meaning of iman. Iman means you don't do shirik. If you do shirik, that means you are not iman already. Okay? If you do bid'ah, not iman also. The same thing. So when Allah Ta'ala say, Ya ibadi, O my servant, alladhina amanu, those people who believe. What does it mean? Who do tawheed and anti-shirik. Who do sunnah, anti-bid'ah. You must, every time the word amanu, those people who believe, then you must put that word first. That the meaning is that. Okay? Ittaqu. Then Allah Ta'ala say. Then only Allah Ta'ala say, Ittaqu rabbakum. You fear your Lord. Those people who believe in Tawheed and Sunnah. Okay? Believe in Tawheed and Sunnah. Who is anti-shirik and bid'ah. Then Allah Ta'ala say, Ittaqu rabbakum. You fear your Lord. You see, to those people who believe. Not to all, those people who believe. Those who follow Tawheed and Sunnah, who believe. Ittaqu rabbakum, you fear your Lord. How do you fear your Lord? Because you know. How do you know? Because you learn. How do you learn? You learn what? You learn Tafsir and Hadis. So, Ittaqu rabbakum means you fear your Lord by learning Tafsir and Hadis so that you can be a very good Muslim. That means to become a mu'min. From a Muslim to become a mu'min. Remember, Muslim go to hell. Very hard to hear. Very hard to be hearing. Muslim go to hell. Mu'min al-Jannah. But Muslim go to hell maybe a few million years. But after some time they can go back to Al-Jannah. Okay? Understand me now? Only Mu'min go to Jannah on the day of Judgment Day. They get the syafa'at from Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Muslim doesn't get the syafa'at on the Judgment Day, but they will get the syafa'at in hell, in hellfire. So, do you want to become a Muslim or a Mu'min? Simple question. Do you want to become a Muslim or a Mu'min? Yeah, of course. Ulul albab. This is ulul albab. Okay? Tafsir Melayu, Malay. Kuliah ibadilladzina amanu, katakanlah wahai ulama. Wahai da'i Allah. Ya ibadi, wahai hamba-hambaku. Alladzina amanu, iaitu orang-orang yang beriman. Beriman mana-mananya tidak buat syirik. Beriman, tauhid pada Allah, anti syirik. Beriman maknanya ikut sunnah, anti bid'ah. Anti bid'ah, not just close one eye to the bid'ah, no, anti bid'ah. Jadi Allah Ta'ala kata kepada orang yang sudah beriman tadi, those who become a Muslim, who doesn't do syirik anymore, don't do bid'ah anymore. Okay? Follow tauhid, follow sunnah. So they become a Muslim. Okay. Amanu means Muslim. Ittaqu rabbakum, you fear, takutlah kamu pada Rabb kamu. Takut pasal apa? Takut pasal tahu. Tahu pasal apa? Pasal belajar. Belajar apa? Tafsir Quran dan hadis. Okey. Rangkap yang kedua, second phrase. Lilladzina ahsanu fi hadhihi dunya hasanatun. Lilladzi, especially to those who, especially, lam, the first lam, there are two lams here, and then there is tanwin also, so it becomes three lams, okay, three alphabet lam. The first lam is Surah, lil, usually it say alladzina, those people who are, those people who are. But this one, there is another lam in front. So, especially to those people who are. Okay? Focus to that. Especially to these people. Alladzina amanu. Lam tahqiq. Tafsir. Tafsir Melayu. Lilladzina ahsanu. Khas kepada orang-orang yang. Orang mana tadi? Orang yang takwa tadi. Lilladzina, that means especially to those people. What people? So the question now is what people? Refer to the phrase before that. That means refer to those people who have upgraded themselves from Muslim to become mu'min. Okay? Especially to this. Lilladhi, especially to those people who had changed from Muslim to become, upgraded themselves from Muslim to become a mu'min by learning tafsir and hadis and follow. They learn tafsir and hadis but doesn't follow, it is not included. Okay? So, lilladhina, you see the tafsir, it just say to those people who are. No, it's not correct. Lilladhi means especially those. Lam tahqiq, we call it in Surah. Especially to those people that had upgraded from being a Muslim to become a mu'min, so that they can get the shafa'at on the day of judgment. Only mu'min can get the shafa'at on the day of judgment. Muslim will get the shafa'at in Jahannam, in hell. Also can go to Jannah, but only you spend only a few million years in Jahannam. Only. There are two groups, you know. In Jahannam, there are two groups. The first batch will be taken out after millions or maybe 500 million, maybe 600 million years. The first batch. Those people who have the amal soleh amounting to 10. The lowest is 10. 10 amal soleh only. 10 amal soleh only. You know, to do salat, there are thousands of, hundreds of amal soleh only. You do sedekah, 700 amal soleh. 700. And this person only his amal soleh, the value is 10 and above. The lowest is 10 and above. That means he spent the time in hell, in Jahannam, about maybe 500, 600, 700 million years. Okay? Then all these people goes to Jannah. Get syafaat for Nabi also. Get syafaat for Nabi. I'll read you the hadith next time. And then after a few million years after that, Nabi do sujud at under the arash, recite, I think, reading to Allah, and then Allah Ta'ala give him the third Shafa'ah. First one in Mahsyar, the second one in Jahannam, the third one in Jahannam also. The third one in Jahannam, after millions of years from the second Shafa'ah. That means those people who had value of amal soleh, good deeds, below 10, to the amal soleh is only a speck of dust. This amal soleh, the value is a speck of dust only. But the tawhid is okay. Anti-syirik, follow sunnah, anti-bidah. Maybe they know that if he drinks alcohol, if he drinks khamar. Not all alcohol are all khamar. No, I know. I study chemistry. I know. Not all alcohol is khamar. No. So this person know that during khamar is haram, but he drinks. But he doesn't say that it is haram. No, it is permissible to him. If we say it is permissible to him, then means that's kufur. Somebody, a Muslim, drinks khamar, and he say this khamar is for me, for you, Ustaz. No lah. For me, it's okay. If he say like that, kufur. Understand? If he drinks khamr, if he drinks khamr, but he believes that it is a big sin, then he had a big sin. He does not. It is not kufur. It is not kufur. Okay. Understand now? So about fiqh, you say against that fiqh only kufur. If you let's say gambling, you cannot gamble. So you gamble, then you didn't say that gamble is halal to you, then you do a big sin. You don't become kafir. But if you say this gambling is legal for me.
Now we have like fitna. Now we have fitna.
Okay.
In Russian community about people who make who did bad deeds. Example.
Bad deed.
Yeah. Example. He said halal for me. Example, visible some woman without hijab, without wali, talking before nikah. He said, but he said it halal for me because this I find one of opinion of scholar. They have only one opinion of scholar in the past. They find it in the book. It's halal for me because of this opinion.
That is not a problem. That is not a problem because there are two types about hijab. One who follow the niqab, and then the other one just show the face. It's okay. It's okay. No. That we get that thing clear first. So to talk to a woman which is not present with his muhrim, The muhrim was not there with him. It's muhrim. Let's say he's talking to the wife. The husband was not there. Then there is a type of sin. Okay, understand now? This is a type of sin. If you talk, that means just plain talking, just plain talking. No, this one is plain talking only, not talking to approach her and so on. There is more sin. No? Understand?
He said we can share photo with woman. I can send my photo.
Oh yeah, there's types of sin. No? There's type of sin.
But he said it's halal. It's halal because I can
It is not halal.
Yeah,
Sorry. No?
he said halal because I find the one of opinion of scholar, only one. He said it's halal. Why?
No. That's why he doesn't fear Allah.
Yeah.
It doesn't fear. So the correct one is that those people who do, sometimes they do it like ustad, like in America, there are Muslim there who Muslim men and women teaching in the masjid. So the ustad put the segregation to the woman on this side, the women on this side, without the at my ustad's madrasah will be separate. There's a big curtain there. So in America, doesn't have that. It is the opinion of the ulama. It is the opinion, the fatwa of that ulama about conditions in America or so on. I saw on in Facebook, YouTube, on the Facebook, YouTube, where these scholars are teaching men and women. It is separate, but not the curtain type, like we do. It is the fatwa. It is about the fatwa. And then they talk to the woman and so on in front of everybody. It is also fatwa lah, because you have to learn more about this before coming to conclusion. But I will simply say that if you talk to a woman, it is a sin. Okay, and more if you talk with some intention, because Allah knows the intention. And the woman maybe gets sin also. It is both sides. So it is better to refrain. But if the muhrim is there, then it's okay. The muhrim is there. Let's say the husband is there or the son is there with the mother, and the one person is talking to the first person. So it is technically speaking okay. But to learn this more, we have to learn hadis to get the detail. Right now, I don't want to go to the detail yet, so that now when the time comes, you'll know everything of this.
So if somebody says it's halal, for example, sharing photo before.
No, it is not halal.
Okay, it's not halal, but it's not kufr.
But it is not kufur. No, he doesn't say that. What do you call? Giving photos. Giving photos. It is not without the consent of the husband or so on. Saudi before I was during Hajj before, to take photo among men also they don't allow then, because there is a hadith about idols. But now it's okay because you cannot teach. You cannot teach if nobody sees you. So it evolves. The fatwa changes because of the the current situation now, like myself, I cannot teach. I cannot go to America. I cannot go to Russia. I cannot go to China, but I can talk. I can teach over the internet. So if I cannot portray myself in the internet, then how are they going to learn? How am I going to send my knowledge to them? Now it is technology already. Allah gives the technology, this technology, about 50 years only. 50 years ago only. When I was born, there was no this internet. There was no internet. That means it is a gift from Allah, this internet, to us to use it. So how you use it? You use this type will be shirik, this type will be bidah, this type will be kufr, this one will be okay. So to learn that, you have to learn all the hadith again. Recheck. No? For the time being, to give photo here in Malaysia, during Eid, they send the photos of the whole family over the internet. It is the bid'ah and the fiqh merged together now, because you have to teach tafsir and hadith so that people start to know, and then they forbid by themselves. Right now, Islam is to me in Malaysia, Islam is about 3 years old during the time of Rasulullah. That means from the first revelation of Surah Al-Iqra to Al-Mudaththir only. About 3 years. About 3 years only. So, so we have to make do what we can, Nabi. So that's why the teaching of Tafsir Quran, Surah Makkiyah, you have to emphasize. What we are studying now is Surah Makkiyah, because this is what happened in Mecca. We don't talk about Madinah yet. There are two separate ayat. One is ayat Mecca, Makkiyah we call, and the second one is ayat Madaniyah. Ayat that surah that ayat and surah that revealed in Madinah. Different, the two ayat is different. And I don't bring hadith yet. Yeah. In the tafsir, I don't bring hadith yet. In Mecca. In actual fact, I should bring hadith explaining the ayah, and then it will take a long time to teach. Maybe one ayah, maybe 1 week. So you have to make. Allah Taala say, "Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri fahal min mudakkir." So Allah has made the Quran very easy to study. Is there anyone willing to learn? So I have to make it easy by giving examples, and sometimes hadith, of course, so that you understand the meaning of the ayah. Okay. So remember, it is only about 3 years old only, Islam. Now, in the world. In the whole world. In the whole world. Before, when I was doing my first class, nobody knows. So in Malaysia, the one who teaches Tafsir Quran, who introduced the Tafsir Quran is my ustad, my sheikh. He is the one who start teaching Tafsir Quran in Kelantan. He's the only one. And then there is another ustad who is teaching Hadis, also in Kelantan. You can meet him also. Very, very good ulama. That's muhaddis. He knows tafsir, but he doesn't teach tafsir. He teaches hadith. My ustad teaches tafsir. So now, in actual fact, it is only about 25 years, I think. Tafsir al-Quran will be introduced back to Malaysia. Only 25 years. So other state, I don't know. What I know from Malaysia. So I was very worried. Very worried. But you worry about our Islam. You worry about your Islam, but what you can do is you do only. It is up to Allah to give tawfiq hidayah to the people. If there are ayat in the Quran whereby if you start to taste from the outskirts of the kampong area, somewhere else, there will be people who follow the tawfiq and sunnah, who check out of the shirk and bidah. And I know that what Allah Ta'ala said is true. It happens to me and my fellow friends who do this. Now suddenly you hear what you say 20 years ago, repeat back to me. Now. So what we need to do is to just do only. You cannot force anybody, la ikrah fiddin. You cannot force anybody to accept Islam. You cannot force anybody to upgrade themselves from Muslim to become Mu'min. You cannot do that even. You cannot do that even. So we have to make do what we can do. All we need to do is do only. What your opinion, what we believe, what we follow, we just tell. We cannot force them to accept, even though they are Muslim, because they don't want to become a mu'min. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? You cannot do anything. La ikrah. Why? Qad tabayyana rushdu min al-ghayy. Because it is clear what is right, what is wrong. What is about syirik, what is about bidah. What is qad tabayyana rushdu min al-ghayy. Faman yakfur bit-taghut. Those who are against taghut wa yu'min billah and believe in Allah. Faqad istamsaka al-urwatil wuthqa la infisama laha, and indeed he had hold the knotted line straight to Allah. You know a rope. The rope is very strong already. When you put a knot, it becomes stronger. To hold it stronger. Wallahu wasi'an. ومن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك العروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. And Allah listen what you are doing. Al-Alim knows why you do, knows why people reject you. Allah waliyul ladhina amanu. Allah is the wali, this the one who guides the all the people of Iman. Yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati wan-nur. He will take you out from the darkness, from shirk, kufr, bidah, to light. That means to the truth. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and those people who, those kufar, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ, they believe in this Tawhid. What I said just now? Allah waliyyu alladhina amanu yukhrijuhum minadh dhulumati wan nur walladhina kafaru awliya'ahum at-taghut. Their protectors are taghut. The protesters are taghut. That means those people who do shirk, idols, or shaitan himself. Taghut. Yukhrijunahum minan nur ila az-zumar. We take them out from the nur, from the tawhid and sunnah ni, to kufur again. يخرجهم من الظلم والذين كفروا أولياءهم الطاغوت. Their protectors are the طاغوت. يخرجونهم, we take them out, من النور, from the nur, from the iman, إلى يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات, to the dark, that means to shirk and bid'ah. والذين كفروا أولياءهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار, and they are the owners of hell. Ashab means the owners of hell. They were given the title deed transfer. You own a thing, you own something, you have the transfer deeds, transfer the property, right? And then all benefits of that property will be yours. Right? That means ashabu. So my tafsir is ashabu means you get the title this, and everything that is inclusive inside it. What? Hell. The property of hell is yours. The hell itself, the property in hell is yours, and all the rights and privileges in the hell is also yours. That is ashabul jannah. Other people don't translate that. Given you, Jahannam is given to you with all the rights and privileges. In hell will be given to you. Those ashabul jannah, those people who is in Jannah will be given all rights and privileges in al-Jannah. Okay, the same thing. Like ashabun narihum fiha khalidun, and we will be with that forever. يخرجون من الظلمات والنور والذين كفروا أولياءهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون, and they will be in hell forever. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 226 and 227. I think that's all for today. Wallahu alam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbana taqabbal minna wansurna innaka antas samiul alim. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmah innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adhaban nar. I repeat the class yesterday by writing in Usul Tafsir. In Usul Tafsir.